So you guys, I want to tell you the best thing that I ever experienced in my whole entire life. So I met this girl, Alicia. I'm just gonna call her Alicia. We had a French class, and we had to study for this exam. And so one day she called me up. She's like, "Hey, do you want to go out?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's go out." So we ended up going to Panera Bread. And like we were studying like all night pretty much, you know, and we got, just until we got the material and everything. And so, you know, I thought that was like really cool, whatever. And we got some food and everything. It was just chilling. And so she's like, "Do you want me to take you back home, or do you want to stay with me and we can go out?" You know, I was like, let's go out. You know, I don't really get out much. You know, my parents are really strict on me. And so I was like, let's just go out. And so we ended up going to this place. And on the outside, it looked like a regular restaurant. And in my mind, I was like, well, we just came from Panera Bread and we were eating everything. And I was like, what is this place, So we get inside and it looks like a legit living room. Like the whole just ambiance was just like chill, relaxed and everything. And like the wallpaper they had was so beautiful. Excuse my background. But yeah, everything was just cool and chill and everything. And so as the night went on, I realized that it was like a karaoke bar. I never been to a karaoke bar before. It was like my first time going. And so this guy goes on the stage. He's like, if anybody wants to perform tonight, you can just sign up on the bar. There's a paper on the bar. You can just write your name and the number in which you are going. So we were like number 10, you guys. And we were just sitting there trying to figure out what to do for the rest of the time we were there, because everybody else was performing. And it was a couple of guys that came up to us. They were talking to us. This one guy, he had a record label, and he had a recording studio. He gave me his email address if I ever wanted. He told me if I ever wanted to record a song or whatever, I can just come to his studio and make a song, which was really cool. And there was this other guy, he was telling us about his kids that he mentors. He teaches them guitar. And I thought that was really cool too. And all the while we were talking to these guys, like literally, like I don't know, it just felt like the whole time I just felt like God was just there with us in this bubble. Like I felt like I was living in a bubble, and like a good bubble, like a peaceful. I was in a peaceful place, you guys. And before we even went out, I was really sad because I didn't have like a significant other. It was like I was single. It was a point in time where I just felt like I wanted a significant other, and I was getting kind of lonely. But the night turned out for the better. And we ended up going outside because we had to decide on a song we were going to sing. And we finally decided on a song, and we were going to sing "Killing Me Softly" by Lauryn Hill. And this guy, he's like chilling on the side, smoking a cigarette. He's like, "Are you guys performing tonight?" And we were like, "Yeah, we're performing." And so he's like, "Yeah, I remember it was my first time performing and everything." He's like, "I sucked and everything." It was funny, you guys. And he was just wishing us like good luck and everything. So when we finally got on stage, you guys, I, for the life of me, cannot sing until like the end of the song. Like, my voice was not letting up. I was like struggling so bad, you guys. But it was, I don't know what it was. Like, my voice just got loud towards the end instead of like in the middle where it needed it to be loud. So it was weird. But when we got done, everybody was just like congratulating us, and you know, they said we did a good job. So, but anyway, after that, we like go to her house and everything like that. So I'm like, you know, we kicking back or whatever. She had like a recliner couch and everything, and we was just chilling. She's like, I got this new movie I just bought. I was like, what? She's like, oh, God's Not Dead. I'm like, wow, I never seen that movie before. So we ended up watching that movie, and you guys, you know, she had like this bottle of Moscato. So like, it was a small bottle, but we like basically drank half of it. Like, she drank half, I drank half. And you know, I was so tipsy, you guys. Like, I felt God there with us, but I felt him more amplified. Like, I felt his presence like more amplified, and it was almost like I was like in heaven or something. And I was just at peace and everything. We were just talking about spiritual experiences we had and everything. She was telling me like about her brother and how he was doing some illegal stuff, and how her mom thinks that she was in a cult, but she really is a Christian. And you know, during this time, I literally thought she was born again. Like, she talked about spiritual things that not the typical regular Christian would talk about. Like, she talked about like things that people normally don't know about until they're born again. You know what I'm saying? I think she was born again, but didn't know it. But like, she was like a babe in Christ or whatever, and she didn't really know if she was born again or not. So like, I'm like crazy as ever. I literally stand up. I was like, dude, like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And so I stand up, and it literally, like, the floor literally felt like it was moving with my feet. And I felt like the floor was just like moving as I was stepping. And so it was so weird. Like, it was just weird. And so we were just watching like videos on YouTube, listening to music and stuff, different music. And so it was like around the time where I had to like go, because it was getting pretty late. And so she's like, yeah, you know, it's time to, you know, go back. So anyway, we stop at this gas station, and you guys, like, I hear this lady in the car, and she's like, yeah, dog, you know, I just got my nails done, blah blah blah. And I'm like, this is a typical black person, you know. I didn't think too much of it. And you guys, when I tell you, I turned around, I literally turned around, and it was like a white lady, and she was like legit white. She had like blonde hair and everything, and she was straight gangsta, you guys. I've never seen a white lady so gangsta. And she was talking hood. Like, she's like, I got some new rims. It's like, her voice was like raspy. Like I don't know, like, she had like that raspy, not a man's voice, but it was like a raspy woman's voice. And she like, I got some new rims, and she like, check these beans out and everything. I'm like, oh my God. I was so shocked, you guys. But anyway, my friend comes out of the store. It was so crazy, you guys. She comes out of the store. She's like, oh my gosh, I just seen this newspaper about, you know, people doing some illegal stuff at work or whatever. And she was just telling me like how it related to her brother, and it was like a sign from God and everything. And I agreed with her, you know. I felt like it was a a sign from God. And it was a sign. And I literally felt like God was like with us, like just chilling with us. And you know, as we were driving, she looks at this license plate number. She's like, "That's my number, that's my number." Like, some of us, you know, especially if you believe in God and everything, I know that when I see numbers, certain numbers, I know that it means something in the heavenly realm, and it's like a form of communication or a confirmation from God. So when she saw her number, I knew immediately that it was a confirmation from God, and you know, it was God with us that day. And so she was just driving me back home and everything, and you guys, this was like the best experience I ever had. I want to say it was the best because even before, you know, I got a little tipsy, I felt like God had me in such a peaceful state and a calm state, and I felt like He was with me and my friend Alicia, and it just felt like, you guys, the feeling was just so unbelievable. I felt like I was in a bubble, like a huge bubble of just love and peace and joy and happiness. It was so fun, you guys. And even after that, when we went back to school, like the next day, God was just blessing her, you know, and I was happy for her, you know, she was richly blessed. And it's the best experience I ever had, you guys. But I wanted to share this story with you. Hopefully it's not too long, but see you guys later.